Welcome to Business Ethics. I'm Tom, and I will be your instructor for this semester. This is just a short video to go over some of the highlights of the course and some things that are important that you should know kind of going into this. So the first thing is that um, uh, there's no textbook, or there is a textbook. It's a free online textbook. It's available as a PDF or as a web page, and that very first module called syllabus and course info. So it's part of the course info. So when you have assignments that are chapter 4, chapter 6, or whatnot, that's pulling from that text. Okay, and it's free and available for everyone. So you don't have to buy anything for this course. Everything else will be available as a PDF or a link. Also, as far as big ticket items, there's 3 papers and no exams. The 3 papers are short, they're 2 to 3 pages. They have pretty detailed prompts, and they're cumulative based on what we've already kind of covered. Other than that, right, week to week, we go through modules like most online classes. This is a 10-week course, so it's a little bit, it's basically doubled up for a number of the weeks. About 4 of the weeks are doubled up, right? Because we have to do 15 modules in 10 weeks. So make sure you look for that. All the dates are put into D2L, and it's all listed on the syllabus, right? Our whole course schedule. So be aware of the weeks when we have a double workload. I tried to put the papers on the weeks where we only have one reading. But for the modules, each module will have an active reading assignment, which is a reading assignment on the reading for the week, the required reading. There's a format on how to do that in the syllabus and course info module. There's an example. So make sure you read those instructions carefully. And there'll usually be a lecture video like this, some other materials, right, that are reference materials or other videos. Occasionally there'll be a second reading for the discussion forum, and then there's a discussion forum, right? For the discussion forums, I require students, that's where you get your participation grade. I require students to post an original post and reply to another student's post, right? And it's graded very simply on a 2-point scale. If you only do original post and you don't post a reply, you only get 1 out of 2. If you only post a reply, you only get 1 out of 2. You have to do both, and you get 2 out of 2. And the other thing that is important for this class, because it's online and because it's a late start, so it's kind of short, is feedback, right? So for your active reading assignments, I grade them individually, and I will give you feedback. Usually, if I just say, this looks great, excellent, whatever, something like that, that means everything looks good, right? But if I'll say something else about, if I think you're misinterpreting things, or if you're missing parts or whatnot, make sure to read that feedback, and it's designed to help improve your reading comprehension and help you do better on the next ARA. And so it's really important that students read my feedback. I can't help you with that, right? You have to check in on how I'm grading things and what I'm saying about it. As far as the discussion forums, I usually don't post to the discussion forums. I don't reply to every student's post. But what I do is I go through it, and then I usually post an announcement where I kind of make a contribution to the discussion forum, and say a little bit of something. Sometimes it is, noticing that some people were misinterpreting things. Sometimes it's just saying, everyone's doing really great, and here's another example to kind of add onto it. But that is pretty much it. Also, the papers is where you'll also get your feedback, right? I give a lot more detailed feedback on the papers than I do on the active reading assignments, module to module. So make sure you read that feedback. And the last thing that I will mention is that there is an extra credit option for this course. And that extra credit option is to revise a paper. Okay, you can revise actually the first two papers. You can do both if you want to. But basically, you look at the feedback I gave you. You have to email me to set up a brief meeting, and then we just go over your plans for revisions. It should not be too involved, or too time consuming, and then you can earn 3 points back. So, based on a 20 point scale, right? So if you got a 17 out of 20, you could bump that up to a 20 out of 20, right? And you can do that for the first paper and the second paper, right? Also, make sure you take a look at my policies for participation and for active reading assignments. In short, the active reading assignments, I drop the two lowest grades, but I don't accept them late. For discussion forums, I will allow you to post late, but it's not ideal because everyone's kind of posting and replying. So it's important to get that discussion going. But I also allow you to miss two discussion forums without penalty to your grade, right? And then after that, it starts to take away a percentage of your participation grade. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And if you have questions, concerns, even thoughts, feel free to reach out to me. It's an online course, but I am definitely available to meet with students via Zoom, to talk via email, and you don't have to just talk to me about logistical stuff. It can be, you just want to talk about the material. Something seems interesting, or you're not sure you're understanding something, or you read a news story, recent story in about business that you thought was pertinent to the discussion or the material. That's fine. I'm more than happy to talk with students about all that kind of stuff. So I hope everyone enjoys the course, and I look forward to reading everyone's work and hearing everyone's thoughts on everything. So take care.